Good morning, everybody. On this cool morning. Sorry about that. Trying to adjust my tripod right here, and it adjusted it a little too far away just now. So, hope everybody's doing well this morning. I've still got, as you can tell, still a little bit of this freaking head cold going on, y'all. It's been like a week and a half. Still got it. So, just doing the best I can. Uh, Still haven't went to the doctor. Actually, I have a primary care physician uh, that I could probably go to, but trying to avoid that because I got a little bit better, then I got worse, then I got better again. So uh, trying to just ride it out. But I am probably gonna call and schedule something probably Monday if it's not better on Monday. Try to get in there. So y'all know I'm a health and wellness coach, real big into health and wellness. I don't really like to go. I mean, I go to the doctor if I have to, right? Usually doctor, hospital, broken bones, car accidents, major emergency, stuff like that. But other than that, I'm my own doctor, so I usually try to avoid it. Uh, I've been working so much and just things getting away from me, time and all that. So I just, haven't really been doing. Honestly, I haven't really been doing everything I need to personally do to treat it myself to get it going quicker. Kind of been slacking a little bit on that, but uh, so I guess I could probably maybe try to start doing some stuff. But we'll see. We'll see. Uh, Today's my busiest work day of the week, though, so I'm gonna try to get to work as soon as I can uh, today. But I can nebulize. There's all kinds of things that I'm not even doing. Uh, so yeah, probably partially my fault that I still have this freaking sinus thing going on. To be honest, so I appreciate y'all being here this morning. Go ahead and candle this morning. So whatever you got going on this morning, go ahead and just come to a stopping point and find somewhere safe where you can get comfortable for the next few minutes while we do our relaxation portion of the podcast. And while you're doing that, I want to go ahead and officially welcome you to the Daily Reader podcast on the Tony's Journey YouTube channel, where we read from the Daily Reader or a devotional, and we learn tools and principles, including but not limited to prayer, meditation, and breath work, to help us to stay more present and to live better lives. We meet on here daily at 11 a.m. Eastern. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe to this channel for future video updates and podcast episodes. So what we're going to do is, we usually do, which is start off with gratitude. I don't know, maybe sometimes that can get boring. If you let it, if you allow it to get boring. But it is one of the most powerful practices that you can start your day with. So I suggest there's all kinds of ways you can just think of maybe some ways to make it less boring. To me, I just don't look at it as an actual chore. I look at it as something I get to do to help me feel good and to also send out good energy, good vibrations into the world. So I'll go ahead and start out the gratitude this morning. I'm going to be grateful for we're going to do this morning. So I know it's not summer, but let's say the air conditioning. So I'm going to be grateful for my air conditioning that I have here in my unit. It's in my RV. I like the heat better than the cold, but not extreme heat. Right, extreme heat kind of sucks, like over like 90 degrees. So it's good to be able to have the air conditioning, turn it on when I need it. It gets too hot, cool things down. Same thing in my vehicle, right? My vehicle or my camper. Yeah, love to have the air conditioning. So it's pretty awesome. So yeah, what are you grateful for this morning? You can post it below, comments. Be good to read those. Sure other people would like to read it as well. Step out of your comfort zone, y'all. I don't really see a whole lot of y'all commenting, posting stuff. So yeah, I like to see that. Not gonna hold a gun to your head or nothing like that, right? But it would be cool to see those, see what y'all have to offer the world, what you have that you're grateful for as well. All of us have gifts. All of us have things that we could be grateful for. Whether we're choosing to do it or not, it's a different story. But we can show our gratitude, be grateful. Definitely helps. And I personally think what we put out in the world, we get back a lot of times. Not to say it has to come back from that same person that we put it out to, but it definitely, I believe it definitely comes back and we're blessed because of it. One way or the other, right? Alright, so go ahead and this morning we'll do an open eye process. We've done a lot of closed eye processes lately. This morning we'll do an open eye process. So actually cut the waves off in the background because it could be kind of distracting. It's really good for closed eye stuff. So find something in my video here that you want to focus on this morning. This is just to get us present and grounded in our lives, which is really just being in the present moment, grounded in the here and now, feeling good, feeling confident, feeling good self-esteem, and also being self-aware. So I typically like to do my candle flame over here, but I'm going to step outside of my comfort zone this morning too, y'all, and do something a little different. So I'm actually going to do the lights above my head that are flashing on here. That's what I'm going to focus on this morning. But yeah, like I said, choose whatever you want to choose, and just put your attention there. Just watch the lights, watch the color, watch the shape, the direction. Yeah, just focus on that. You'll notice the mind, I call it the monkey mind, you can call it the ego, the mind, whatever you want to call it. You might begin to wonder in the things you got to do later on today or tomorrow, something you're worried about in the future, or it might go to the past. But just become aware of that, and at the same time, control it. You can't control your mind, your thoughts. Whether you focus on something positive, something negative, or you just bring it back to the present moment. Focus on these lights. Test it out. If you don't believe you can control your thoughts or your mind, just test that out. You might have better control the first one. Okay, the first one's not my responsibility, but the second one is. And going down that path, either for negativity or positivity. I'm not saying you can predict your thoughts. I don't believe I can predict my next thought. But definitely can run it in a positive direction or choose to run it in a negative direction when I start thinking. Maybe I can predict my thoughts. Like right now, if I want to think about where I'm going to work at today, yeah, thinking about where I'm going to work at today, right? So, but without saying anything, can I predict my thoughts? I don't know, y'all. something to explore. Probably not. Continue breathing in the nose, out the mouth. I like to combine breath in here as well. Breath as well as awareness, and focus is really powerful, y'all. It's really what helps to bring positive change as well. Alright, y'all. Getting ready to do the prayer next. Today we're going to do the acceptance prayer. Before we do that, though, we're going to do a couple more breaths. Alright, so today is the 15th, November the 15th. Holidays are just right around the corner, y'all. Okay, so let's do a final breath. In the nose, out the mouth. This time I want you to take it in as deep as you can on the inhale. On the exhale, blow it out audibly. You can either do it two ways, really. Blowing it out audibly, you can go purse the lips, blow it out that way. You do like you're kind of fogging up a mirror. Like that right there. So, your choice. I usually switch it out. But this will help to release any other tension that your body might be holding on to this morning. And inhale. And exhale. And prayer. Acceptance is the answer to all my problems today. When I am disturbed, it's because I find some person, place, thing, or situation, some fact in my life unacceptable to me, and I can find no serenity until I accept that person, place, thing, or situation as being exactly as it's supposed to be at the moment. Nothing, absolutely nothing happens in God's world by mistake. Till I can accept my addiction, my mom, my dad, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, my financial situation, my vehicle situation right now, my job situation, my financial situation, my medical situation, you name it, right? Don't really substitute whatever you want in there. I cannot stay sober unless I accept life completely on life's terms. I cannot be happy. I need to concentrate not so much on what needs to be changed in the world as on what needs to be changed in me and my attitudes. Good stuff, y'all. If you drink anything this morning, cheers. Drinking some water. Actually, get my coconut water, y'all. This is what I wanted. Oh, yeah. Love my coconut water. Good hydration first thing in the morning. It's the one I'm drinking right now. Vita Coco, organic coconut water. No added sugars. No added nothing. Everything's just straight up organic coconut water. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get the lights on, y'all. We can go ahead and go into our reading today. Oh, let's see here. Brighten it up a little bit. Oh, yeah. That's bright. Should be good enough there. Distractions come to mind this morning for some reason. So it's the reason, y'all, everything I do here on this podcast has a purpose, okay? If you ever question anything, just realize it has a purpose. And purpose is important, right? If I'm running around, no purpose in life, I will be running around like a chicken with his head cut off. So, And the reason I mentioned to y'all earlier that I cut the sound off is I don't want it to be harder to focus on what we're focused on in the present moment, okay? Because the monkey mind goes all over the place, y'all. Uh, I'm well aware of that, and I lived in that for years and years, y'all, until, I don't know, probably 7, 8 years ago. I started meditating about 10 years. I've been a regular meditator for about 10 years now. And I realized how bad it was. It was really freaking bad. Like distraction and monkey mind just goes here, goes there, goes there, goes here. And I got ADHD too, so that don't make it any easier. I'm on meds right now, y'all, for that, but I am starting neurofeedback this week, brain training. Be doing it for about 4 months, and I'm hoping eventually I can get off my meds completely from doing that. So. That's the goal anyway, right? It's my goal to not be on any prescription drugs whatsoever. If I can avoid that, I will. So that's what I'm going to do. Do as best as I can to stay natural as I can as possible. Except for my bioidentical hormone replacement therapy, I do take testosterone right now. Other than that, I try to keep it natural. So it says this looks like gonna be a really good one today, y'all. So buckle your seatbelts and hang on. Hang on for this ride. It says, when I heard let go and let God, for the first time it didn't make sense to me. Let go of what? And let God do what? The little I did understand was the futility of my efforts to try to control other people, places, and things. Al-Anon told me I could turn my attention to monitoring myself and my own reactions. I let go of other people, and I began to feel some relief. I let go of what others said or didn't say, and what they did or didn't do. I let go of my expectations. Dang, y'all. When you can do that, your life will start to change. I promise you. Y'all. I'm going to reread that. Those y'all may be just now coming on here. I let go of other people, and I began to feel some relief. I let go of what others said or didn't say, and what they did or didn't do. I let go of my expectations. I no longer felt a need to be a people pleaser. As I let go, I found that I lived more harmoniously with myself and with others. I began to take more responsibility for myself. I began to take more responsibility for myself. I figured if I could accept myself, I could accept other people too. I let go of outcomes. It was okay if things didn't go the way I envisioned. Sometimes the results were better than I anticipated. It was no longer important that others read from the script that my expectations had written. As I let go, I learned I could let God. Letting God doesn't mean I abdicate my responsibilities. In fact, I become more accountable for myself. Letting God indicates that I accept my imperfections and grow toward the person that I dream that I can be. Letting go and letting God means I can enjoy being responsible for what is rightfully mine and leave the rest to God. Thought for the day. Let go comes before let God for a reason. I can't expect God to do anything if I'm still holding on to my problem. When we put this slogan to work, we get out of the way. That's from the book, How Al-Anon Works for Families and Friends of Alcoholics, page 76. It's powerful, y'all. Letting go is probably one of the most powerful principles that I've ever freaking found, y'all. Like, I can let go of all kinds of stuff. I can let go of my expectations of others. I can let go of my need to control others. I can let go of my need to be right. all the time. Sometimes I like to be right, but just kidding, y'all. But not really. It always feels good when I can be right. I'm right. You're wrong. Right? uh, I could put you down for being wrong. I'm right. I'm better than you are. I'm way up here. Right? uh, it feels good to the ego to do that, right? Ego wants to always be right and be self-righteous, better than everybody else. I had a little bit of that problem. I still do, y'all, right? To be honest, I do the best I can to try to be more humble. Crudy, Lord, good to see you this morning. I'm struggling. Hear my voice, still struggling a little bit here. I'm doing good otherwise. Got some good sleep. Getting ready to go to work here in a little bit. How are you? How's things going? Hopefully you're hanging in there, getting better too. But yeah, so this is Let Go, Let God. Just one of our slogans, y'all, in the 12 steps. It's a really powerful slogan. Do what you can to try to resolve an issue, right? But sometimes you can't fix something. Sometimes you just have to give it to God, right? And I think that's important. Just let go, let God sometimes, and let Him maybe find a better and an easier solution for a problem. Excuse me. So that's kind of where things are. And oh yeah, powerful reading, y'all. And one of them also is to let go of my unhealthy behaviors, unhealthy habits. A lot of them stem from childhood. Old habits die hard, y'all. It's really challenging. Not gonna lie, I still struggle with some of those, but I'm getting better. It's just taking time, right? Healing is coming. Things are changing, but it's one baby step at a time, right? And yeah, it's changing my mindset, surrendering to God also. Really, God's will is part of it too, surrendering to God's will. And like I said, sometimes it's my way. I want my way. I'm going to rope that thing in, y'all. I don't know if I've ever seen like a rodeo or whatever. You get a lasso, and you lasso a baby calf. That's what I try to do, y'all. I try to lasso my stuff in. That includes controlling other people, places, and things in my life. And usually I don't know. Usually the other person either gets resentful or it creates anger in the other person when I try to do that. So I realize that's not really the greatest thing to do. So I try not to do that so much. Right? I just focus on myself. That's really a big key I got out of the 12 steps. Live my life and other people live theirs. All right, y'all. If y'all have anything to add to that, anything that you might want to take away from that, feel free to do so down below in the comments. Also, leave your comments, leave your questions, comments, or suggestions as well. As always, this is your podcast as much as it is mine. I really appreciate each and every one of y'all. Also, really want y'all to know that I love y'all. I care about y'all. If you ever need anything, don't hesitate to reach out. And yeah, I look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow. We're going to go ahead and finish it up with this. Ain't really a whole lot more to say on that. And then my candle's about to blow itself out. Actually, it did kind of put itself out with some wax there, so ain't got to do that. So, as always, y'all, peace and love.